Old MacDonald had a farm, stake it up your arse. I think that might have got your attention. Hello and welcome to the studio of Loving Awareness. I'm Mark Manning, somebody has to be. It's a wintry, cold, dreary old Dublin night here on the east coast of Ireland. Speaking of which, down the way there's a place called Merrion Strand, or indeed Sandymount Strand as some people call it. You kind of walk there on the beach and the next stop is merry old England. And I used to go down there and drive down there in a little Jeep that I used to have. And sometimes I'd be a bit depressed. And I'd be there gathering my thoughts. And A Man, a Woman and a Kite is all about that time. And I distinctly remember it well, boys and girls. If you like what I do, by the way, on this front, which is short stories and poetry, look, it's up to you, but A Man with an Irish Accent is the name of my compendium of short stories and poetry and a piece of my mind by Mark Manning. You can get it for $1.99, kids. I doubt you will. However, perhaps just indulge me in this piece of, what do we call it, doggerel? A Man, a Woman and a Kite. As is my peaceful wont from time to time, I park my Jeep and seat part recline on Dublin Bay in early May. Sun going down, dusky bam, dream time set for night mode. This is my 51st ecstatic rock and roll moment when I review what has been done and yet to do. Just me in that Jeep, half asleep alone, and it sets in. But dogs get let off leads. Joggers shoot by, some in shape, some not. Midlife walkers, comfort is the rule. Style not important, long forgotten. Horizon, mail boats and ferry, cross waves to England. Godspeed. Sun low, sea breeze, and there they were. A man, a woman, and a kite. The string was 30 or 40 foot long as she held it for the man, a big, bright, acrobatic kite, and he let it go, and how it climbed and soared and twisted and bobbed and weaved, and swooped low, but recovered high. Ah, so high to taunt the sky, its movements symbolic of our own mortal dance, struggle, hustle, whatever. It swooped low and recovered high. Tell me, darling, do you live or exist? I mean, do you live or just exist? Do you live or exist? Think about it, sweetie pie. Look in the mirror someday. Someday, are you existing with brave face or dancing the life, swirling and swooping, twisting and shouting with delight? Are you? Huh? I watched the woman. Long dark hair, 30s, jumper and scarf. Wondered, was she just indulging her man in his boyish puerile pursuits? Did she want champagne and lace? And he, oh, he was quite the guy. He pulled and controlled those kite strings. To impress or just enjoy. And you know what? It was all okay. Because it was simple, a man, a woman and a kite on Dublin Bay, with the tide sloshing in. A curious dog jumped up at the kite, and the man teased him with it. Innocent fun on evening's canvas breeze, water-glowing hair, estrogen, testosterone, love. The man rolled up the string in one arm, the kite with the other. He held the woman's hand. They smiled. I could hear them laugh. And off they walked, holding hands. I wondered, would they make love that night? Or maybe it was just a first date with a difference. Perhaps they'd just go for a drink and smooch at Garden Gate. Or would he kiss the coffee from her lips as she got lost in his eyes? The fire would crackle, and that kite would lounge in the corner with a big old grin on its triangular visage. And that kite was unobtainable, wasn't it? And my footwork. Words of love couldn't catch it, could they? And my faltering hands couldn't hold it. And my dance convulsed and drowned in heart's cry. And like that horizon it was not to be, as it seemed. The man took the woman's hand, and in his other hand took the kite. That kite. They held hands and walked off in love. And I was left there. And I knew I would never see them again. Mark Manning, 2010. Use a 10.